What's going on, kings and queens? This is Max coming to you for the third part of this sensitive topic of suicide and depression. And I wanted to wrap up this talk with giving a different perspective, the perspective of the person dealing with the issue versus how to deal with the issue. So last week, I was fortunate enough to have a conversation with a friend of mine who has been going through these issues and actually saw the video, and she was thankful for the video. But that's not the purpose of this talk. What I wanted to do is really give other people who could be dealing with people who have those issues a sense of what it's like. So oftentimes you have people who are on the outside and they say things like, man, it's so selfish of this person to take their own life, or what a coward, or man, they can't, or they have a hard time dealing with people that are going through this. And you know what? After I had a great conversation with her, I asked her, give me your perspective on what it's like dealing with that with people from the outside. What do you want us to know, and what do you want us to, how do you want us to handle that? So I asked her to just write me a few words of what it's like when you're going through deep, heavy depression. And I want to make sure I say this now. People that are going through deep depression, oftentimes the only thing that could fix it is to seek professional help. You can't just act like, you know what, just shake it off. Just get out of bed and do what you have to do and you'll be fine. It's not that simple. Oftentimes it's medical. It's really deep. It's a really deep, dark place. And from the outside, you might think, yeah, this and that. You might think, just, brush it off, get to work, do this and that. Or you're being lazy, whatnot. But you know what? At the end of the day, you have no idea what it's like until you've been through it. And so it's good to get a perspective from someone that's been through it. So she just wrote me a couple of words about what it's like. And I just wanted to go over that. So these are her words. She said, it's like someone turns a switch off and suddenly there's an immense physical, mental, and emotional pain that grips me like a vice all at once. I can't control my thoughts, feelings, and sometimes even actions. No healthy or mentally balanced person will ever understand how that feels. People say, think of good things. How about how blessed I am? Or think of those who love me. And don't do something as selfish as taking your own life. I feel like people are selfish for wanting me to endure such excruciating pain. Why would anyone want their loved ones to suffer like this? And those are from the words of someone who actually has been dealing with that. They're doing a lot. They're doing better, but some days are better than others. So next time you run into someone who seems to be going through it like that, pause. Just take a break. Think about how you're going to react. Think about what you should say, and try to speak to them to get their perspective of what's going on and how you can help them. Don't think, oh, I'm just going to come in and save the day. Yay. Because sometimes your words and your actions could be totally wrong. You know what I mean? And like I said, at the end of the day, you never know what something is like until you've gone through it. And people say, well, yeah, I deal with that all the time. I've had depression. I've had, down days. No, what you might have had is minuscule compared to what someone else might have had. Just because you had depression doesn't mean it equates to the same thing that person has. So do me a favor, just pause and try to have more empathy and try to get yourself in that person's shoes to see what it's like. Because until you've walked a mile in that person's shoes, it doesn't matter what your history is, what you've been through, it may not be the same as that person. So we can only get better when we work together. We can only be better, kings and queens, when we uplift each other. And we can only be better when we understand one another better. So that's all I'm saying. Take the time. And you know what? Sometimes we think we might be helping someone that's going through it, but the words that we're saying don't help. It may make it worse. So the best thing is Seek help from either other professionals on how to best help them. Seek help from people who've been through it. Look up videos. There's other great resources and videos, and Google. You can Google things on how to deal with it. But the best thing is, don't think about it through your own experience. Pause and try to put yourself in the person's shoes. If they're really telling you they have no energy to get up and they can't do it, just stop and listen to them and try to help them find the right answers to their situation, not the answers that you think you should have that should help in that situation. So, like I said, this is all about lifting everybody up, lifting one another up, and living that majestic lifestyle. Because I believe if more of us care for everybody, we would all do better. So we need to just switch that mentality and stop with the self, all about me, all about the money and stuff like that. Because you know what? When we rise, when the individuals rise in the group, in the collective, we all rise. We all do better. We all live a better life when those around us and different people that we deal with or we encounter do better. So you wanna do better? Help someone else out. Help someone else out as well. So kings and queens, that's it for this topic of suicide and depression. I hope that really helps somebody, because at the end of the day, like I said, we want you to survive. We want you to get better. We all have to do better. We all have to rise. So for this last time, make sure to give you the National Suicide Lifeline number. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number. It is 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. I give this because I want you to survive. I put this out there because someone's going through it, and maybe this small message might be the light, might be the boost that gets them to the next level to get help or get themselves out of that situation. Kings and queens, we all got to make it. All right. So I'll see you next week on Majestic Lifestyle Mondays. And also, please share this. Please hit that like button. If you enjoy this, if you feel like this is helping somebody out, if you have topics that you could, because there's going to be a wide range of topics that we talk about on how to live a better life. From fashion, how to dress better, how to carry yourself better, to technology, different things that could help all of us live a better lifestyle and live that majestic lifestyle. So if you have a comment that you want to leave, if you have an experience you want to leave, if you want to share something, or if you have questions, please comment below. But in the meantime, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. And share it with someone. All right? So I'll see you all next week. All right, bye.